A bit of an unusual video style today, as you can probably tell. I'm going to walk you through my thought process and decision-making while I'm playing, and how I manage to make even troll picks work. Quick note, this only really works in solo queue and maybe duo queue, since it relies heavily on the lack of coordination in those games. Disclaimer: this isn't a guide. I'm nowhere near qualified to make a definitive guide, and just because this works for me doesn't mean it will work for you. Everyone has to figure out their own playstyle. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into it. First off, my mindset while playing. I play with the mindset of a roamer. No matter what role I'm in, gold lane, EXP lane, whatever, I want to be moving around as much as possible. My goal is to maximize teamfight participation. Over 70% is ideal for me. Moving on with the laning phase, I start out standard, trying to win lane. But here's where I do things differently. I use the dead lane concept from Dota 2. If I'm losing hard or getting ganked repeatedly, I'll just leave the lane and go do something else. Sure, I might lose a tower or two, but for me, it's more important to stay alive so I can carry later. Even if I'm winning, I'll sometimes leave my lane to join a good team fight. I think a successful team fight is often worth more than defending a single tower. Next up, towers versus team fights. This might be a controversial take, but I strongly disagree with the idea that you win by hitting towers, not getting kills. To me, that's only half true. Especially in solo, duo queue, prioritizing towers early just isn't that important. The chance of losing to a backdoor is tiny. I almost never do. In my eyes, it's all about team fights. When the game goes late, and almost every solo queue game does, one good team fight can decide everything. Towers in this game are so weak that they can be destroyed in seconds once you win a fight. And then finally, late game decisions. One common mistake I see is when both teams are just waiting around for the Lord to spawn. During that downtime, I prefer to play it safe and stay far back. There's no point blowing your abilities or battle spells for a random pickoff before the Lord spawns. You'll just be weaker when the real fight starts. When the Lord dance begins, I want all my resources ready. Other than that, it's pretty standard stuff. Get your mechanics right, get your macro right, and honestly, that's enough to reach glory rank. The fact that I can mess around with weird picks at one of the highest ranks and still win really says something about how broken the MLBB ranking system is. Like they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. I also didn't go super in-depth here because, honestly, it's not that deep, bro. At the end of the day, it's just a game we play for fun. What I've shared are just the rough ideas that my playstyle centers around, the main points that guide how I play. In the end, it's all up to you to figure out how you want to execute your own style. Also, by the way, we lost this match.
Oh my God, bro.